Ever wanted to record a podcast, stream your thoughts to the world, and get paid for it? Well, with Anchor, it's all possible. With Anchor, you can record and edit your podcast from your mobile devices. Anchor will then stream your podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Then check out Kalani Starr Presents Hood Scholarship.
This is not your average podcast. Hood Scholarship. Hood Scholarship. This is not your average podcast.
Bobby Seale is going through all types of physical and mental torture. But that's all right, because we said even before this happened, and we're going to say it after this, and after I'm locked up, and after everybody's locked up, that you can jail revolutionaries, but you can't jail a revolution.
Hood Scholarship.
Who are the faith, the children of Israel? The so-called black Hispanic man, woman, and child of Negro, Indian, sick man. That's right. Understand that.
Lift up the skirt again. I don't believe you're missing what I'm saying. Lifting up the skirt again, as the scripture says, raising the skirts of the garment. I'll say it once more for you, and only once more. Has to do with revealing the history, the hidden history. When you lift up someone's garments, then you show their shame. You show up their private parts, that which they normally hide from the rest of the world. I'm not dealing with organs under the garment. I'm dealing with the organ of slavery and those parts that have been kept private from the masses of the people.
Hood Scholarship. This is not your average podcast.
All of a sudden, an idea shits in your head, and you think that shit smells good.
Hood Scholarship.
We came from this earth. We grew right out of this earth.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other.
This is not your average podcast. Hood Scholarship.
Nothing happens in a vacuum, you know? But I would say that, you know what I mean, you're gonna lay in the bed you make. You're not gonna get away with nothing in terms of the energy. You know what I mean? You might beat the camera or the police. They might not catch you for what you're doing, but the energy is always gonna return to you. So when you just living in this cycle of being negative all day and just putting out negativity and that's the only energy you putting out, it's gonna return to you in different form when you put it out in. So I would just say, you know, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out.
Whores is a group of people. It's not a club. It's not a religious cult. It's actually a race of people that has been here for since the ancient times, actually from the ancient Moabites.
Hood Scholarship.
This thing is so shrewdly done that the average Negro will look at it and read it, and because it says Egypt, he never identifies it with him or him with it.
This is not your average podcast.